The Ghost Army of World War II, the secret soldiers who fooled Hitler. In a war filled with bullets, bombs, and bloodshed, there was one army that never fired a single shot. And yet, they helped win the greatest war in human history. They didn't wear medals. They didn't march in parades. In fact, their very existence was kept top secret for over 50 years. This is the astonishing true story of the Ghost Army of World War II. A battalion of artists, actors, and illusionists who turned deception into a weapon, and fooled the Nazi war machine at its own deadly game. Movie Camera Chapter 1, A Secret Born from Desperation. The year was 1944. The Allies were preparing to invade Nazi-occupied Europe. But they faced a terrifying reality: Hitler's army was brutal, strategic, and always watching. To outsmart the enemy, the US military created a top-secret unit known only as the 23rd Headquarters Special Troops. But this was no ordinary fighting force. These were not commandos or snipers. These were painters, sound engineers, Broadway set designers, and Hollywood sound men, carefully chosen for one purpose: to create the illusion of an army that didn't exist. Movie Camera Chapter 2, An Army of Shadows. The Ghost Army's mission was unlike any other. They used rubber tanks, inflatable artillery, fake radio signals, and giant loudspeakers to mimic the movement of real divisions. Imagine this: tanks that bounced when you pushed them, airplanes made of canvas and plywood, speakers blasting recorded sounds of marching troops, clanking metal, and roaring engines, radio operators mimicking conversations between imaginary generals. From a distance, it looked, and sounded, exactly like the real thing. But there was nothing there. Just a handful of clever minds and rubber machines, playing the deadliest game of make-believe the world has ever seen. Movie Camera Chapter 3, The Artists Who Fought with Illusion. The soldiers in the Ghost Army were artists from New York art schools, Hollywood studios, and advertising firms. One of them was Bill Blass, who would go on to become a world-famous fashion designer. Another was Ellsworth Kelly, later a world-renowned painter. They painted fake insignias on trucks, wore uniforms from fake divisions, and forged entire campsites overnight. They acted like real soldiers, laughed loudly, left fake trails, and even visited nearby towns to spread gossip about troop movements that never actually happened. They weren't just deceiving the Nazis. They were playing a full-scale theatrical performance, and the audience was the German army. Movie Camera Chapter 4, Dangerous Deceptions Behind Enemy Lines. The Ghost Army was deployed 20-plus times across Europe, including during the critical moments of the Battle of the Bulge and the crossing of the Rhine River. In one daring operation, they mimicked an entire division of over 30,000 troops, with just 1,100 men and a bunch of inflatables. Their work often took them close to the front line.